Here late, but I'm here with the latest updates on We Share Abundance, associated programs, and what we are and what we're not, and where we're going and how we're getting there. Okay, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly. We tend to see comments best in the Facebook group. If we don't see them and you're on YouTube or Twitch, I apologize. If I don't see comments, I can't answer them. So I'll be heading over to the Facebook group in a moment. We Share Abundance publicly. But we are a cloud nation, and we're not a business opportunity, although we incorporate several opportunities for people within our umbrella, within our nation. We are the United States of the world. We accept people from any country, class, creed, continent, background, financial status, anything else separatist that you want to throw in there. We are a non-separatist organization. We don't recognize separates. We do recognize that everybody is unique and so has something unique to bring to our community, something of value that is unique to our community. And so we treat everybody equally, regardless of anything else. So with that said, let me head over to Facebook. When I get to Facebook, I'll look for We Share Abundance publicly. And when I get to We Share Abundance publicly, I'll be looking for the 22nd of July, which is today, Friday. Oh, I've got my speaker on. Let me switch that off, otherwise we'll get feedback. And we have Russ Cowley at the top of the comments list from Newcastle in the UK, followed by Paula from Holland. Russ tells me I'm loud and clear, thank you. We've got Morris, also from the Netherlands. And despite me being late, we've not got anybody in here, hardly. Maybe everybody's having fun with the good weather, although it's perhaps not so good up in Manchester, or it wasn't earlier on because there was supposed to be cricket played, but it's now being played as a reduced over match, I think 27 overs instead of the 50, so a totally different game. Not my favourite form of cricket anyway, but we'll see how England get on. They've not been doing too well in the limited overs side, quite frankly. And we've got Rakesh from India, who has popped in as well, and Richard from up the road in Devon. Up the road in Devon, probably having good weather like we are here. It's been a beautiful day here today, actually. It's been warm, not hot, but warm, and fresh and dry. And those conditions mean there haven't been too many bugs around, because sometimes when I'm walking with Cody, with it being largely agricultural, you get a lot of cattle and sheep and quite a lot of horses as well. We've got an equestrian centre near us, and they attract ginormous big horseflies that can take lumps out of you the size of a golf ball. That's perhaps a slight exaggeration, but they can be a nuisance, but there's not been many around today, so it's been pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down. We've got Willie Coombs in from the USA, from somewhere down in the southern states, I think. Alabama maybe. Okay. And he says happy Friday. Yeah, happy Friday to everybody in the Northern Hemisphere. Happy Saturday to people that are the other side of the date line, or whatever that is. I know that people in New Zealand, for example, it'll be Saturday morning there, whereas we're Friday evening here. Let me have a quick sip and we'll get started in a moment with the updates and some of the important things going on. We are always moving forward, always expanding our horizons, but always with the same objective in mind, and that is to help our members. And we got Russ Cowley there showing a glass of no doubt looks rosy colour, so it's probably raspberry aid or something like that. Yeah. And we got Andrew here saying good morning from New Zealand. Yeah, it's Saturday morning there. I think it's 6 o'clock in the morning or something there. Right. Let's get started with in our normal fashion with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, each member finds the joy of service, which in turn will bring them true happiness and everything they need in life. Amen. And as I said, we are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are non-separatist. We want to get rid of all prejudice and everybody just part of the same happy family. We accept people from all over. All we ask is that you bring a positive attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance with everyone you meet, especially your peers within our community. And we've got a little affirmation that I've been doing, which goes like this: we are happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmonies, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, good stuff. Right, couple of things before I forget them. One is coin payments no longer functions in the United States. So we've been looking for alternatives, and I've spent quite a lot of time trying to get alternatives set up and ready to be built into our system. In the meantime, while we get that done, hopefully we'll get something sorted out by the end of this month. But while we get that sorted out, if you are in the United States, of course, you can still use a card payment. You can still upload crypto from the Waves exchange into your available cash wallet. It just means you can't pay with coin payments, because if you're in the United States, they won't deal with you because of United States regulations. Bit of a pain. Richard says, "Buckers those horseflies. I've had my whole forearm and hand blown up by one bite. Unable to bend my fingers for a day. Had to use the other hand to pick up my cider mug." Yeah. Yeah, they can be quite aggressive and quite painful. You can get big lumps where they've got you. We've got Willie Suppo from Malawi as well in Africa. I'm sure they have equally nasty insects there. But as I say, today it's been really quite pleasant. I don't think I've been bitten today. Usually walking around, I get bitten at least once or twice. So it's been a good day. Of course, if we drive a few miles down the road, it's about 9 miles into Bude, we can walk on the headland there, and there's hardly ever any insects of any kind there. It's breezy, off the ocean, fresh, and it's just pleasant to have a walk round there. not having to go like this all the time. So there we go. Right, so that's the first thing. So if you're in the United States, or you know anybody in the United States, tell them what the situation is. It's not our fault that coin payments don't operate in the States any longer, but there are organizations that do. The one I'm particularly thinking we might do well with is who? I've been CoinGate. That's the one, CoinGate. So we're in the process of trying to get set up and approved for CoinGate. We are not what's the word? We are also investigating other options and trying to get signed up for those, and then we'll pick whatever we think is the best one at the end of the day. And we've got Akpomade from Nigeria, who is in as well. Yeah, all over the world there are governments that cause upsets because they don't like the fact that people are using cryptocurrency, basically, because it circumvents their authority, their ability to control and track what's going on, and to get you to pay your taxes, and to control your life, basically. They can do it through the banking system. They can do it through pretty much everything else that's there. But the blockchain is something that they struggle with, and so they doing whatever they can to make it as difficult as possible for people to use cryptocurrencies, but they will lose. In the end, the blockchain and cryptocurrencies will dominate, and banks will become a thing of the past, operating in the way that they have as monopolies for a large number of years, skinning the people. Okay, but it'll be a battle for a while. I don't know whether I'll live long enough to see the demise of the current banking system. I hope so. I hope it happens quickly. I hope I live to experience many years of the demise of the banking system. Okay, so that's the first bit of news. We are on the case. We are trying to get something done, and I've had a couple of emails about it over the past few days, because I think coin payments ended about a week ago, maybe. Can't remember the exact date that they went to. I think it was maybe the 15th of this month. So it's about a week today. There are, as I say, other options, but we will get some crypto processing option available. The other news is we have now got our company registered for the games site. I've set up a separate company because although it's under the Share Abundance umbrella, it will be on a separate site with a separate server, and we want to keep the shareholders that are investing now in getting it all set up. We want to give them something unique to get hold of, and they will have preference shares in that company, which will become very valuable saleable assets. But I don't think many people will want to sell them by the time they become very valuable saleable assets, because they'll be making too much money for the people that get involved. Just one share can change your life dramatically. Okay, So we have that company registered, and I forgot what it's called. let me, here we go. It's called Fun Miracles Limited. Okay, Fun Miracles Limited, and it is registered, and we have a bank account set up, and the payments will not probably go from that bank account directly to you. They'll probably go into our Wise bank account and be transferred from there, because Wise tends to be less expensive than most banks. So I'm not sure whether we can set up another bank account in Wise. I'll have to get onto their support and see. I don't really want a lot of different accounts, you know, so I've got to log into Wise for this and Wise for that and Wise for another. But if we can, through the same Wise account, have an account for Fun Miracles as well as for We Share Abundance, then that would be a good option. But I'm not sure whether that's possible. But we will investigate. But if not, no big deal. We'll just transfer the funds into our We Share Abundance account and pay you out through there. So the payments will be cash payments into your bank account, and you'll get a notification of a dividend having been paid. And it's up to you then to do the necessary with your country from a tax point of view. Excuse me. Aye. We've got somebody else in here, Masood bin Mamoun. Graham, please stop spreading fake news. Your Wiz Abundance project has no more values nowadays. The news I give you is not fake. It is what is actually happening. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion, except that we only accept positive opinions in this group. And the reason for that is we have members that like to use the group for promotional purposes. And so we keep away from negatives here. Okay. Right. The ads plan. Deviana's been back today. She's put in a good long day today, but we've not progressed as far as we would have liked. But we are moving forward. Let me get the report from her. Basically, it says she's been still working on the matrices today. But the important thing is, since this is a complex functionality, I think we should request a group of people to use and test it on our test setup before we launch it. So we may be looking for a couple of volunteers to do that. I'm not sure how many she considers to be a group. I don't think we need too many, probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 people, and you'll be able to sort of test the system, go in there and create different accounts and make payments, not real payments, you know, but just use the system, and then we can just check and correlate that everything is working as it should be. So probably it's Friday today, but I know she's going to be in working a little bit tomorrow. So I'll be discussing with her tomorrow how many people we need, and we'll be looking for a few people to just help testing the account before we put it onto the main server. Okay. No more comments there. So that's the development side. That's what we're on at the moment. Of course, once we get an alternative to coin payments, which will cover the USA, there will be some development there. I don't know how long it'll take, but there will be development there to integrate that into our system, that payment processor into our system. Right, what else? What have I been up to? As I said, I've been working on alternatives to coin payments. I've been doing the general routines, which take quite a long time actually, and I've also been looking at the different options we have for our investors club. The new company I talked about is, of course, for our games. We will be running different games. We'll not have a lot to start with. We'll have one, but we will add more in. Some of them will be totally free to play, and some will get into our paid section where you can win well over $30,000 by just winning 7 consecutive games. I think it's, well, I am confident, I have faith that it will be a massive hit, and it will be a boost for everything we have in We Share Abundance, which is built around our economy. It will be a big boost to our economy, let's put it that way. The more trade we have, the more sales we make, then the greater our economy and the more we have to share amongst the members. It's a pretty simple thing, really, if you look at it the same way as a country, you know. A poor country is one that doesn't really have much to offer to sell, and a wealthy country is one that has something that everybody wants. For example, oil. You know, everybody's after oil, and so they have a monopoly on the oil production, and they fix prices and screw us all, you know. But we will have many different income streams, not just one. And the oil-based countries are already preparing for the future when oil will not be required in the same quantities, and the price will naturally fall, and they will lose prosperity. So they're providing other things. A lot of it is based around tourism, and some of it around financial services. So every country has to find ways to create wealth, and we're no different, and we're creating wealth through different means. And 2 of the programs that we will be bringing into the Investors Club in the near future, we've got quite a number of deposits already for the I Can Trade, but it's not set up yet. I did get answers to some of my queries about setting it up, but they came in quite late this afternoon, because they're coming from the States. So they don't start work there till 9 o'clock, which is like 5 o'clock here. So even if they get onto it straight away as soon as they start work, I don't get a response till 5 o'clock. So my responses actually came in not long before we had this live event, and so it won't be until tomorrow that I get onto that, and hopefully we'll be able to get that set up and start seeing how well it works. Myself and one of our support team a lady in Australia who's very clued up. She's a lovely lady. I've been also looking at this other program, and there is an opportunity at the moment for you to take a good look at it, whether you want to get involved in it directly or through the Investors Club or not at all. You will be able to decide if you take a look at what's going on there. It's a very exciting proposition, but I recommend that you all take a look at it. You will, I think, need to register with Longevity. Now, Longevity is a company that's been around for about 25 years. They are a multi-level marketing company, and they sell health products, basically. I don't know much about what they sell because that sort of thing doesn't really interest me very much. But the people behind the investment program have contacts in Longevity, and they are using the Longevity pay plan to finance and fund everything that they're doing. They obviously want paying for the effort that they're putting in. At the moment, it's free. You can register, and it's free, and they are not charging anything for their advice and everything else. And you can actually participate. You can get a demo account. That's, once again, you would need to register with the brokerage firm they use, which is called NVFX, ENVIFX. There are links on in an email I sent out earlier today. So if you register with NVFX, it's free. You don't have to pay anything, and you can set up a demonstration account once you've registered, and then you can go and get all the same thing that will be available. It's a little bit more limited at the moment with it being free, but you'll get a very, very good idea of how it all works. You can participate on the calls, and you can trade on your demonstration account. And if you want to go live, you can put some money in and do it live, but I wouldn't recommend that until you're confident of the way things are going. But you can set up a demonstration account. I think they give you like $5,000. Well, I know they give you $5,000 in a demonstration account, and you can play with that on the daily event. The calls last for about half an hour, but there's actually a probably 8 to 10 minute period where they actually do the trading. And all you've got to do is have your account set up, and then when he says I'm going to buy now, you click on the little button that says buy. And when he says I'm going to sell now, you click on the little button that says sell. And when he says I'm going to exit this trade, you click on the little cross that cancels the trade. And that is it. It's as easy as that. And you can then look at it and see how much money you are making on your demo account. And then you can decide whether you think it's a viable proposition for you to get involved in, either with a full account with them or as a part of our Investors Club. At the current moment in time, we don't have anything for it in the Investors Club. It's still under investigation. I want to make sure that we have something viable that we can offer to people. But on the face of it, it looks like it is good and it will work. And I think we can get people from, I did some numbers on it. Let me see if I can find them. What are we starting with on this sheet? Let me have a look. Yeah, a $12 investment. I think probably, based on what we've learned so far, this is days. So let me get right down here to 365 days. In 377 days, so just over a year, a $12 investment should give us enough to allow you to open your own account with about $10,000. So you put $12 in just over a year, we're going to give you 10 grand. And that would be enough to open up your own account and do your own trading. It's only, like I say, let's take the whole Zoom thing in as half an hour. So you could do half an hour a day, 5 days a week, and make over $5,000 a month. And that looks like being a realistic proposition. So it's something that pretty much anybody could start up with just $12. Of course, if you can start with more than that, it'll be less number of days. I haven't worked out all the options and things yet. We need to get real good clarification on the numbers, how much we think we can actually achieve. And of course, there are no guarantees, but it is something that looks really viable. And once we have the information on that, you'll be able to take it and check it all out. But in the meantime, I really recommend that you go and have a look at the link. I put a link. I did a blog post on it with a little video, me showing the compound interest calculator, explaining what the potential is, and I put in links to how you can join and get started now free with a demo account. Doesn't cost you anything. It will never cost you anything unless you decide that you do want to take this on individually or as a member of the Investors Club. But get the facts is really what I'm saying. Okay. Who else have we got? We've got Leon. What is the status of the ICANN trade? I covered that, Leon. I don't know whether you missed it. We're in the process of setting that up. Martin from St Helens in the northwest of England. Russ Cowley, very excited for share success. 3 shares so far in my family. That will be extremely good. Once again, it's going to take us a while to get all the programming done for that. It should be under 3 months, and then it's a case of how much cash we've got left over from all the programming thing, how much we can put into promoting it, how quickly we'll move. But I think it'll grow pretty quickly, and initially it'll be a little bit slow, but regardless, even month 1, even if we only had, I think we were looking at like 5,000 games being played in month 1. That's games played, not people. A lot of people play 5 games a month. A lot of people play 5 a day. But if we look at 5,000 games being played, it's not a fortune, but it's a better rate of interest on $100 than you would get in a high interest bank account. And of course it will grow every month, and it'll grow slowly at the beginning, and after a number of months you'll start to see bigger sums, and once it gets into the bigger sums it'll grow much faster, and it will provide a very strong income for life through the shares as a dividend for the shareholders, but it will also be providing an enormous amount of liquidity for our currency, our tokens. And of course that will benefit everybody as well. Now everybody that buys shares doesn't necessarily have to be in We Share Abundance and hold tokens, but I think most of them will be and will have. I know a couple of people that have bought shares that aren't in We Share Abundance, but the people that are and have We's Abundance tokens, or in fact We's tokens, will benefit from the games program. Morris Udderkern, FX as in Forex trading. Yeah, it's not just Forex, although they do. They trade on the US 30. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the US 30 is, but I think it's a combination of stocks in the US stock market. But they have the ability as well through a scalping tool, which we don't have yet. It's there and they can use it, the people that have set it up, and they've tested it and everything. And through that, you can do cryptocurrencies and all sorts of things if you choose. But yeah, the brokerage is NVFX, ENVIFX, as in Forex trading. South Africa, 6 for 4. Wow. Is that you're not pulling my leg, I hope there, Martin. And that'll be the English way round. 6 runs for 4 wickets, not the Aussie way round. 6 wickets for 4 runs. So that's incredible. I'm speechless. Okay, I'm not sure what total England got to, but I think they got over 200 in their 27 overs, which may or may not be good. Morris says 30 Dow Jones blue chips. That'll be what the US 30 is. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was a combination of 30 stocks on the US exchange. Martin said, no, it's true. Okay. I don't know who's got them. I know Topley is back in for this game. He had a very good game in the last one. I don't know whether Topley's in amongst the wickets. But anyway, congratulations to England for getting to that point. Nip out a couple more and we'll see where we're going. Right. Okay, what else? So I've covered pretty much what we're doing and where we are right now. The important thing is we are moving forward in expanding our economy, because only through doing that can we increase the demand for our currency, and only by increasing the demand for the currency can we improve the liquidity and maintain a good solid price. The price will look after itself. It's not a big deal. The price will go up. But the liquidity is the thing that we've got to work on, and that is only influenced by demand. And there are a few factors in demand, but we will have a very good control over demand as we get the liquidity pools filled. We will be able to put a safety net under the demand and make sure that we create a liquidity that will interest people from outside and will make it an attractive proposition for investors as well. So everything we're doing, whether it's in a third-party program that we're not associated with, such as the 9% plan, or I Can Trade, or whether it's something that we are doing ourselves, which I prefer because we know that we have control over it. The problem with third-party plans is just as you're getting going with them, they change the rules. Well, if we change the rules in our own plan, it will only be for our own benefit, not for to make money for stockholders or people that are the owners of the plan, etc., etc. So we have the ads program, which I think is fairly close to being ready. Depends on how quickly and how well the testing goes. We have the games site, which will be a real big boost. We have the Easy Business Builder with our soap program, where you can give away coupons and make money. There will be more coming. There will be secondary staking. There will be a mall, and who knows what else. Okay, lots of things available. Sounds like they're on the sherbets. Okay, right. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard, because we've got how long now? 9 days. Let's see if I can get into. Well, I'm in an account here, but I don't know whether it'll pull it up. No, I'll have to log out and log in again. So bear with me. I'll just get into one of our test accounts. We'll have a look at the leaderboard. Leaderboard statistics. Doesn't look like it's changed much in the last 24 hours. We've still got Ramachandra, whose username is Civexaver, in at 110 points. We've got Yasir in at 54, Shanwas also at 51. They're the top three at the moment, but there's a few people very close to them. There is just 9 days to go. Let's see what happens. The top prize, the person that comes first, will get $250 in USDT. Second prize will be $150 in USDT. Third prize, $100 in USDT. The reason we're paying in USDT is because if we paid in Share Abundance tokens, there is no automated liquidity for the tokens as there is in when we're paying out commissions. When we pay commission out, it's great because somebody buys $100 worth of our tokens, we pay out a commission. It could be up to $100, but it balances, it's automatic. But if we start giving out tokens that we have no balance for, it's a negative impact on the liquidity, and we don't want that. We are trying to build the liquidity, not drop the liquidity down. So we don't want to be putting out tokens there that have no balanced effect. And so in effect, what we're doing is we are buying the tokens that we are going to give you, and we're buying them for USDT, which is a tethered coin, and it's very easy to get into your bank account. Okay, so let me have a look at the Melon app and see if we've got any comments in there that need answering. Let's see if we've got any that I can see for a start. Well, we have Luis Monteiro from Portugal. So welcome, Luis. He is quite often in here, very regularly in here, in fact, on YouTube. And I'm scrolling down, and all I can see is Facebook users. It's not supposed to show Facebook comments, but it shows pretty much just Facebook comments. Oh, we've got Syed Zain, who is not being very complimentary about me. I can understand people being upset, you know, because when we started out, we received about $4 million in people buying our tokens, and we paid it all out to members. We didn't hold any in reserve or anything, we just paid it all out. So a lot of people got paid very big sums in the early days, in the first 6 months. But it wasn't sustainable. And so because we were paying out a lot of money, and now you've got to earn it instead of being gifted it as it was in the beginning, people think that it's because we are scamming people. Okay, nothing could be further from the truth, but I can understand people thinking that. So there you go. So he's not being very complimentary about me. I won't tell you what his comments are, but they don't matter. And I'm not offended. I'm saddened that we have people that think that way, because we've been here every day trying to explain exactly what's going on and why and where we're going and how long it's taken and why it's taken this long and everything else. We've been completely transparent about everything. Unfortunately, people hear what they want to hear. They don't really listen. And they judge based on their experience in the past, which is not unusual, rather than evaluating what is going on here. They say, okay, I was in this program and it scammed me and I lost money, so this must be the same, which isn't a logical way of looking at things, but there you go. So there is nothing really I can answer there other than what I've said. And we've got Museb Khan from Kashmir. So welcome to everybody and goodbye to everybody. I'm going to close it here. I've given you the updates. If you missed them, you'll have to watch the replay. The replays are all available every day since we started, with all the news, warts and all, the good, the bad and the ugly. And until tomorrow, God bless you all. Keep sharing love and abundance. And if you want to be a tester for the ads plan, maybe you can pop in a support ticket saying, yeah, I'd like to help testing. It won't be very difficult to do, but it'll require you to put in a couple of hours probably, for maybe a couple of days. Okay, that's it. From me to you. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. Okay. Until tomorrow, auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again. Same time, same place, 7 o'clock British summertime. YouTube, Twitch, in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. Until then, God bless you all and keep sharing love and